Liberty at Christmas, it's absolutely fabulous. Let's go and take a look around.
Festive fans gather here. We're heading to the top of Liberty in London to their famous Christmas shop on the 4th floor, which, would you believe it, has been open since the 30th of August, perhaps giving you an idea of how popular it is. In this visit, we'll walk through the floors to the top. I'll show you the Christmas collections, give you my tips and tell you my favourite pieces. Mainly, I'm looking for pretty, aesthetic and very British. It needs to deserve a place on the tree every year and in the loft for the rest of the year. I want to make sure the Christmas items you buy give you joy every time you unpack them. So let's go. Liberty dates back to 1875, so this year they are celebrating 150 years. It has this iconic mock Tudor building, so take a moment to admire the black and white monochrome aesthetic, with Union Jacks fluttering outside. A little fun fact, the founder, Arthur Lazenby Liberty, had the Regent Street store built using timbers from 2 Royal Navy ships. And inside the store has a cozy feel with wooden staircases, carved details, and a central atrium you can find on every level. I've been visiting Liberty for years, and a fun fact, when I worked in PR, I once held a press day here for my client, so I've been all the backstage areas. It can feel a little bit confusing, but it gets easier the more you shop. Once you get into Liberty from the main entrance, you'll stroll past the 2 majestic Chinese guardian lions. And it's actually here that is one of my first tips for visiting Liberty. Enjoy the flower displays from Wild at Heart that are outside. They are so beautiful here in these beautiful buckets, and make sure you buy some if you can. Once inside, the central atrium often has a display, and it definitely will transform for Christmas. It was still a tiny bit early when I visited. The ground floor has a beautiful beauty department. I love a trip to Trin in London here, and they have an incredible beauty advent calendar if you'd like to splurge. There's luxury accessories and jewellery too. I've got one of these lovely Liberty scarves. It isn't quite as big as a Selfridges or a Harrods, but that means it's wonderfully curated. In the basement is menswear, and on the 1st floor there's womenswear with designer brands like Victoria Beckham and a shoe department. I took the stairs, but there also are lifts, so don't worry. On the 2nd floor it is contemporary womenswear and denim. If you remember Topshop, it's back, sort of, and I loved the sparkly dresses and the nightwear with all the Liberty prints. The 3rd floor is my favourite, even just to wander around and get inspiration for your own home. There's candles, plates, pictures, and my mega fave is the gift shop, which has the most incredible cards, wrapping paper, jigsaws, fabric and books. If you're looking for a gift for anyone that is a little different and quirky and has the Liberty seal of approval, I'd definitely stop off here. If I were you, I'd keep a note of the items with a Liberty print. It is so iconic and makes every piece more special. And speaking of that, here's the haberdashery, which is a total dressmaker's dream. There's rows upon rows of fabric which make you want to dig out your sewing machine as soon as possible. And from there, we take the stairs to the Christmas shop on the 4th floor. The top floor has been transformed into Liberty's Christmas Wonderland, and it's bigger and brighter than ever. My first tip is to do your research and know what you're looking for before you go. I overheard a lot of people saying they've been collecting Liberty ornaments for years, like they add one each Christmas, like a little time capsule of the season. I love that, and it makes perfect sense to me. The floor is divided into colours and themes, so let's take a look around each section. Festive Fairground is super fun and has a rainbow of colours, including these hot air balloon-shaped baubles. Little creatures and nature influences the secret garden. I wasn't sure about the headless deer, but the owl was super cute, and also the cuddly reindeer. This section also has more traditional baubles with lots of Christmassy reds and greens and plenty of soft cuddly toys that would be great for kids. Exotic Peacock was right up my street, with jewel colours like jade green, sapphire blue and amethyst hues dominating the collection. I love all the sparkles and glitter. This purple peacock sequin bauble was my pick for festive cheer. The Liberty and London collections seem to be together, with mixed iconic Liberty and London pieces, leaning into Liberty as a beautiful building printed on ornaments and pulling through the pop of purple from their branding. I had to restrain myself from buying all of the London decorations because they've thought of everything: London buses, telephone boxes, the London Eye, Big Ben, the skyline, taxis, you name it, and I love it. I also love the cult collectibles, especially if you want a quirky gift for someone difficult to buy for. For fashionistas, we have adorable Chanel bag-esque baubles. For travelistas, a pink plane and a suitcase. And how cute is this guitar? And I love this credit card too. Sugar Palace is great for our minimalists who like an elegant Christmas all in white. I loved this sparkly reindeer who really stood out to me. Right next to this display is the perfectly pink pastel section Fairytale Dream. And so on balance, I'm going to confess that this is my actual favourite. There's also pistachio greens to balance this out. And check out this iced gingerbread house and pink ballet music box. And fitting in there's also characters from Alice in Wonderland and other fairy tales. Throughout these collections, there are colourful fairies to sit on top of your tree, and honestly, I've been searching for a fairy for years. I can find stars, but never fairies, so I'm really tempted to pick one of these up. Outside of the bauble collections, there's also adorable snow globes, like this classic Liberty one in a purple box, and this snowy scene in a pinky and white colour. They were really hard to shake and then hold up with the one hand to film, but I hope you get the picture. You'll also find Christmas wreaths, Christmas stockings with the Liberty print on top. There's also lots of luxury Christmas crackers in aesthetic prints, festive advent calendars, and as you would expect for Liberty, traditional ribbons, wrapping paper, and gift bags. I'm going to finish with a flourish with the food, which is off to a little side room and therefore can be welcome relief from the aisles of baubles and chaos. The chocolates are beautifully packaged. Honestly, I would want to keep these boxes forever. I love this huge Liberty advent calendar, and there's so many chocolate gifts that could work outside of Christmas too. Shout out to the truffles and of course the giant gold chocolate coin. As you can expect, there's bright packets of fudge, decorative tins of biscuits, and delicious panettone. Also, how cute is this reindeer who nods his head? And it really made me chuckle when I saw that he wagged his tail too. The till points are also pretty well set out, and hopefully the queues won't get too long. Okay, for my tips, it's not cheap, and actually finding the prices on the tags can be quite difficult. There were quite a few, I swear about half of them, that didn't actually have the prices on, but the staff are super helpful if you ask them. I did hear a few people mentioning that it was quite expensive for what it was, but I think honestly, Liberty isn't just a shop, it's part of the Christmas experience itself. It's a tiny bit of theatre in the middle of London, so you kind of don't go there like looking for cheap products. My advice is to go in with a budget, watch this video for what you might like so you can plan, and stick to something that you absolutely love that will remind you of this trip and is quintessentially Liberty and British. It looks like prices start at about £6.95 for a bauble, but I can see that some stretch up to the £30 mark. It can also be super busy and get very hot up there, so I would go early in the morning if you can. And if you do research it thoroughly, at least you'll know what to find straight away when you get there, rather than spending hours looking around. Wear layers also so you can take things off if you start overheating. Either way, you'll have a fabulous time, and make sure you spend time looking around the rest of the shop, and then make sure you head out and take a look at what else there is in London at Christmas, and check out some of my other videos. Enjoy your visit, and until next time.